Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Carteret County where 3 people are now facing drug charges after a drug investigation netted the arrest. Deputies say they seized around 23.5 ounces of methamphetamine after numerous controlled purchases from 45-year-old Kevin Hammond. Hammond was charged with 16 counts of trafficking methamphetamine and received a $250,000 secured bond. Deputies say they charged 2 more people after a final undercover purchase. Amory Smith Jr., 32 years old, was charged with conspiracy to traffic methamphetamine and received a $150,000 secured bond. Felicia Brimmer, 38 years old, was charged with possession of cocaine and received a $2,500 secured bond. And now we want to turn our attention to a water outage for the town of Surf City, or at least part of the town. The town announced plans to replace numerous hydrants, resulting in an outage from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday this week. It will affect residents south of 2711 South Shore Drive. Now, town officials said residents may experience temporary water discoloration after water service is restored. A boil water advisory will be issued, and it will last until 4 p.m. on Friday. Now, for more information, residents should call the Public Utilities Department at 910-328-4131. You can find that number there at the bottom of your screen. And finally, a look at a lottery win here in the state. A $100,000 lottery win was registered in Craven County. The North Carolina Education Lottery announced that Michelle Dove of New Bern lucked out with the $100,000 win from a 100X the cash ticket. You see it on your screen. Dove purchased her winning $20 ticket from 5 Points Food Mart on Broad Street in New Bern. I was like, "It's a winner," she said. It was really exciting, end quote. Now, after taxes, Dove took home $72,016. She says she plans to buy a new car with the money. The NC Education Lottery said it will award $15.2 million in lottery earnings to support construction on Tucker Creek Middle School in Craven County. And finally, we got to highlight your weather forecast. Things are going to be changing over the next 24 hours. We're going to see winds pick up a little bit more speed tomorrow than what we saw today. Cloud cover is going to be more widespread, but more importantly, I think for most of eastern North Carolina's residents, is it going to be hotter or colder? That's a question I get every single night. It will be hotter coming up tomorrow than it was today. And today, we made it to our seasonal average. Most of us saw the mid to upper 50s. A few of us actually snuck into the low 60s. Right now, this is a view through our Neuse River Cam in New Bern. 57 degrees, southeasterly breeze at 6 miles an hour. Overall, a fairly comfortable January day. Air temperatures right now kind of hovering around the upper 50s to low 60s. Not going to get super warm tomorrow, but we will continue to warm up through the week, taking us back to the mid 70s by the tail end of the week. So again, we'll continue to see a positive temperature trend or a positive temperature change over the next few days as we continue to watch the temperatures warm. Southwesterly winds are doing a good job of bringing in that heat across the east, not just for the coast, but inland areas as well. Now, those winds are going to be going light later on this evening as cloud cover starts to build. We're looking at air temperatures holding generally in the mid to low 40s as we wake up early tomorrow morning. And then again, plan on cloud cover through the day. 51 degrees by 10 turns to 61 by noon. Or 61 degrees by 1 p.m., I should say, 59 by noon, and then we hold in the low 60s through tomorrow afternoon. We'll get a little bit warmer as we make our way towards Thursday and Friday, but here's kind of a look at what to expect. Again, cloud cover just extending across the east, perhaps seeing maybe a few isolated spots of rain along the coast coming up for tomorrow. Certainly something we should keep an eye on. Right now, not looking at high rain chances, but likely going to be seeing some along the coast. And then from there, on Wednesday, we will gradually start to see those clouds clear out and leave us with mostly sunny skies. Those Skies again will help carry our air temperatures back into the low to mid 70s by Thursday and Friday. Of course, we also need to talk about the upcoming weekend. We have a better opportunity for rain on Saturday than what we've got on any other day over the next 8 days. Those raindrops are going to affect just about everyone. Certainly not going to impact us in any sort of a severe weather manner. We're looking again at fairly light to moderate rain showers coming down, but it is important to note because most of eastern North Carolina is currently either abnormally dry or under a moderate drought. We'll get an update on that drought monitor coming up on Thursday, but for now, those raindrops on Saturday will not be included within that Thursday report. That's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Monday.